with Secrets of Longevity in Humans.com. It's Sunday, August 16th, 2009. It is day 8 on the 3-week Life Change program here at the Hippocrates Health Institute. I had a very busy day and kind of tiring day. I was in the sun a little too much in the middle of the day. I was down at the beach. Got to experience the Atlantic Ocean here in Florida. And it was also a lot of fun. The waves were massive because yesterday there was a bit of a storm on and off. It was very stormy on and off all day. Heavy rains, a bit of wind. So naturally the waters today were higher than normal. So we were out there getting pounded by waves, which was fun at the time, but it's pretty draining after a while. I just wanted to give a recap of what I've done this week and how I've felt personally. The diet's been a big change. I've really enjoyed it. The food's incredible here. It's at times you get cravings for other things, but you move through them. Personally, I got a prescription. They call it a prescription, but it's just sort of recommendation from the people in charge, whether it's Anna Maria or one of the nurses, or even Dr. Brian Clement if you see him, for specific food choices. So I got a prescription for nuts, so I get to carry around nuts with me to make sure I'm getting enough calories, because it is a lower calorie diet that they eat here. Ideally, in the long run though, I'm going to be eating a low calorie diet for longevity, and still be able to gain muscle mass. It's very possible, and there's plenty of evidence in the people that have gone through here who are able to do that and still build muscle mass. So we were at the beach at Boca Raton, which is, I don't know if it's a suburb or a city or a town outside of West Palm Beach. I didn't drive. Really beautiful area, despite the name Boca Raton, which means the rat's mouth. And if you happen to be in the area, check out a store called Fourth Generation. It's a health food store, but they've got a deli, which is raw. Most of everything there is organic and raw. A lot of vegan dishes, a few meat dishes, but it really caters to the raw vegan palate. And the owners are the children of someone who was here last week. She just finished her 3 weeks being here, and she was a really wonderful woman. And so her 2 kids run that health food store, or / deli out in Boca Raton there. So yeah, I'm a little wiped from the day, but I'm also a little tired again from the week. The amount of what I've been through with the diet, it's definitely bringing on some changes in my body. I've had a mild sore throat the past three days, but it's actually cleared up quite a bit. So that's something that everyone here experiences to some degree. I'm actually getting it quite light. A lot of people will go through periods of nausea, extreme fatigue. They'll sleep in the middle of the day if they have to, take frequent naps. I probably should have napped at some point today. I actually slept about 9 hours last night, which is much needed. Yeah, it's just your body detoxing, bringing up old toxins and even viruses and bacteria that the body has been suppressing. Basically, the body can only deal with so much at once on an acute level. So if you think in terms of acute and chronic, when we get, for instance, a cold, it's an acute symptom, but there can be a chronic underlying condition that's causing you to have that cold. So, for instance, if you're overwhelmed as a child with all these different illnesses, the body will actually suppress and almost like freeze, or that's not what it actually does, but it's likened to it freezing these problems in your body somewhere. So it stores it in toxins, or it stores it in tumors. That's the reality of what a tumor is. It's your body encasing a diseased part of your body in tissues and fluids, whether that's cancerous tumor or not. And then later down the road, it hopes that it will have enough space that it can actually deal with these things that are bubbling up from this below in the form of chronic suppressed illness. So as you deal with acute things on the surface, whether they're deficiencies, in nutrients, water, or other things, these things will bubble up for your body to deal with. So in my instance, I just got a sore throat. Now, there's no reason for me to get a sore throat here, so that can only really be the only logical conclusion. I've been at a very enclosed resort for the last week, so it doesn't make any sense that I'd catch a cold. I haven't had a sore throat in over a year. I haven't been sick for over a year. So why, when I'm on an amazingly, an even more pure diet, would I get sick? Well, it's your body's bringing up these issues for you to deal with. So it wasn't anything major, but that's the result of what was happening. So the best thing for you to do when you are here and experiencing those symptoms of confronting or dealing with the chronic illnesses that are rising to the surface, and when I say an illness is rising to the surface, if you had some major illness in the past and it didn't totally get dealt with, you're not going to go into full-blown disease mode here. It's probably going to be a little more low-key. But anyways, to deal with these things, that's why this whole spa is built the way it is. It's very relaxing. It's very, you can definitely take time to yourself. It's geared towards helping people through this period of transition onto a raw food diet, so that you can deal with these things in a very speedy way. And doing the enemas and implants are very important in helping speed along the detoxification process. Otherwise, you end up with a large amount, like I spoke before, a large amount of toxins building up in the colon, and that can cause problems in and of itself, like re-intoxicating yourself. So for instance, if you had toxins spread evenly throughout your whole body in a very slight amount, if your body suddenly decided to dump all that into pull it out of the cells and dump it into the colon to get rid of it, and you weren't doing the enemas, and it was just sitting there and building up, all those toxins are going to be in a concentrated place, and they're going to concentrate into something that could cause more severe and acute problems than if it were to have been dealt with through an enema or a colonic. So again, that's also why they have these other modes of detoxification, like the infrared saunas, which should be used at least 5 times per week, if you can, when you're here. And also there's the pools, the hot-cold therapy, switching between the hot and cold pools. I'll show that to you tomorrow. That gets the blood flowing to and from the skin, which again it's a matter of like bulldozing through all the capillaries and veins in the body, moving all this metabolic waste that we build up, as well as dietary waste and other wastes from outside of us that build up in the body. When you want to get all this stuff out, that's the major benefits of this program. So I hope you can excuse my lethargy today. It's late. I'm going to try and do these videos a little earlier in the day, so I'm not so tired just from the busy days that we have here. Or they can be not busy if you choose to. But the past 2 days have been a bit busy. And I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll have a look at the pools, which are a really great part of the program here.